Hey, fifth grade, welcome back. We're going to do some more with geometry today. We're working with page 331 today, just 331. We're not doing 2 pages this time. I want to introduce surface area to you, and that's a little bit trickier to think about. What is surface? When we say surface area, let's just think about the first word, surface. What is a surface? Well, we've been talking about a surface is the flat side of a three-dimensional shape. This face is a surface. Well, what is area? We talked about area is all of the space, all of the units that take up one particular. We were doing 2D shapes at the time. So inside a square or a rectangle, every square unit that it took to fill that area completely would be called the shape's area. Well, for surface area, we're taking a larger shape, a three-dimensional shape, a shape that has length, width, and height. And this shape now has many surfaces, not just one. So we find out the area of this side and the area of this side and the area of this side and the area of this side on the whole shape to find out what this one cube surface area is. We can do that in a lot of ways. The way we worked on in class was area is length times width. So if we work on that one using multiplication, we would measure one side times the other. Just like always, we would do the length times the width and find out the area of this one side. Well, now we also have to find the area of the next side and the next side. Well, because this one's a cube, we can do a shortcut. So I can find the area of one side, then multiply that by how many sides are there. How many faces are on the cube? Let's count them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can find the area, multiply one side times the other, length times width. Can find the area of one side and multiply that by how many faces there are. 6 for this one. And that'll work. Now, you will have that shape on here, so you will have to do the area of a cube and multiply it by 6. But you'll also have some other shapes that you need to find the surface area of. So you have to find the area of one surface plus the next surface plus the next surface until you have the entire shape. Surface area is the area of all the surfaces added together, all of them combined. Because this is a new concept, we're only going to do the first half of this page. We're not going to do the back today. But on your page, you have to find just rectangular prisms and cubes to start out. So we're going to take this rectangular prism and we're going to multiply this side times this side, length times width, to get the surface of just one side. Now, the good part about these is that because it's a rectangular prism, that parallel side has the exact same measurements. So really, you don't have to keep multiplying length times width for every single side because some of them are going to be the same. The top and the base are always going to be the same. The front side and the back side will always be the same. So you can multiply the length times the width on one side, then use that same measurement for the back side. You don't have to multiply it again. As long as you have at least those 3 measurements, the top, the long side, and the short side, then you can use those twice for your shape and it'll save you a little bit of time. But you do length times width plus length times width plus length times width to get to all your measurements. Then take that measurement And if you double it, you'll have the right answer for the rectangular prism. It needs to be every surface, the base, the top, the sides, all of them for it. You should have 6 measurements that you're putting together because this has 6 faces. Yours breaks it down into side A, side B, side C, side D, going through. Don't get confused by that. That's just telling you a letter name for each side of the rectangular prism. That's all that it's doing. You write in your measurements, then do your length times width, and you'll get your surface area. Just do page 331 today. Don't try and do the back yet, just the front to fill in those measurements. If you run into any questions or problems, please send me a message and let me know so I can help you. Good luck.